Welcome to Chaotic Good Improv's Thursday night improv comedy show. Normally it's called Comedy One Shots, but tonight we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be showcasing a new long form format that we've created ourselves called Writer's Room. We'll be doing that later in the show, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But for those of you guys who might be tuning in for the first time or maybe have never seen improv before, which would be nice that you chose us for your first dose of improvisation ever in your life. Everything you see tonight on our stream is going to be made up. We don't have anything planned other than just the games that we'll be doing for the short form portion of our show. So we're going to need suggestions that we can use to kickstart our brains to get us into some improvisation. So anytime we ask for some suggestions from you guys watching, just feel free to type into the chat on your Twitch stream or Facebook or YouTube Live, whatever you're watching us on. And Chad, who's our host master general, he's always been a general, but we promoted him to a 4-star. He's Hostmaster 4-star General. Now, he'll be monitoring that chat, and he'll let us know what your suggestions are. So let me introduce our cast tonight. We've got a pretty big one, which is what we need for our Writer's Room format. So I like at home to put your hands together, even though we'll never know if you do it. For Patrick. Yeah. We've also got Katie. We've got Ty. We've got Pierce. We've got Noah. And last but not least, we've got Melanie. We would have had Jack to round us out to an 8, but Jack is busy because Jack has things that have to happen in life outside of just sitting in front of our computer and making things funny. And my name is Chris. I don't know if I introduced myself. I'm sure I have a nameplate somewhere in the stream. But let me, before we move on to getting started with our show, I'm going to turn it over to Chad real quick for any announcements or any little goodies that he might need to let the audience know about.
Well, first of all, I do want to clarify, I am Jack's complete lack of surprise. But anyway, folks...
Fight Club reference. No?
Yeah, see, well, we don't talk about that. All right, folks, well, welcome once again, like we said, to our show tonight. We are really glad that you're here. You had a choice in your entertainment, and you chose us, and we appreciate that. Do us a favor on this very special night. Go ahead and tell your friends, family, worst enemies, and a person from high school who's trying to get you into an MLM. Tell them that we're doing comedy for free and that we would be happy to have them in the audience as well. Go ahead, fire off an email, do whatever you can, but keep an eye on us because we're about to do funny stuff. We are viewer supported, and to that end, if you would like to kind of throw a few coins in the fire to keep us going, first of all, that is illegal. You can't destroy coins like that. But if you would rather give them to us, go to twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov, where you're probably watching the show right now, and you can find ways to support us like Eagle Panini just did with a bit cheer. Or you can go ahead and subscribe, which you can also do with a Twitch Prime subscription at no extra cost to you if you have Amazon Prime. Also, we have a merch store, and I am actually wearing my merch, and it looks backwards to everyone because Zoom is weird. But we have CGI t-shirts. Pierce actually has one that you can see
and
correctly.
Ty,
and Patrick is just showing off his shirt for some reason.
Got from a gap.
But if you go to chaoticgoodimprov.com and check out our store, you can find all this merch, as well as mugs, baby onesies, and all sorts of various stuff that we always put on there. And yes, Noah is pointing at the logo, which features prominently in our store. Spoilers. So, go ahead and if you want to support us in those ways, that's great. And if you can't support us in those ways, keep spreading the word. We love to have new folks come into the CGI family. So with all that being said, one last thing. I do want to point this out. We started a new tradition where people in the chat get to name our shows. And, by the way, thank you, Piercing Wet, for re-upping your subscription. Appreciate that. People in the chat can name our shows for us, and throughout the evening, if you hear our actors say something hilariously funny, or you pick up on a common theme during the show, go ahead and put that in the chat as a title suggestion, and when we put the show in the archives, that is what the show will be called forever and ever. We'll be sure to credit you at the end of the show if we pick your suggestion. So, in addition to all the other suggestions, you get to name the title of the show potentially, so that is a lot to ask for our audience, but we know you're up to the challenge. Okay, with all that being said, I will now turn it back over to Chris. Chris, over to you.
Thank you, Chad. That was very informative. I learned a lot, and I appreciate it. We're going to move right along on to our very first. We've got a couple short form games that we'll be doing before we get into our writer's room. So we'll go to the first game. This will be a game for Patrick and Pierce. It's a game called Change. And what I need from the audience as a suggestion is I would like maybe how about an argument that like maybe two roommates who have been cooped up together during, I don't know, quarantine or something. Some reason they started, these two roommates had an argument about something. It's an argument that's really stupid and mundane. It's something that probably you wouldn't normally want to argue about, but this, for whatever reason, they're arguing about this. So just go ahead and type some of those into the chat. And we'll choose one and use it. Because during this game, Pierce and Patrick will be performing a scene based on your suggestion. But anytime I want to, I can say change. And when I say change, whoever just spoke last will have to change the last thing they said to something completely different, and then have to justify why the new thing they've said is part of the scene. Chad, are we getting any suggestions for some weird, wacky argument two roommates might have?
Ooh. That's a label. I like it. Who's got to declog the drain?
Okay, so the scene will have something to do with drain declogging. This is Change with Patrick and Pierce. Let me change my background so I can just meld into the darkness. In 3, 2, and 1.
Ooh. That was a good nap. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I was watching you sleep. You look like you were really enjoying it there, Taylor.
I had great dreams, just really rested, ready to go take on the second half of the day.
Hey, can your second part of the day, kind of include unclogging the drain? Because that water is just not even moving in there. It's just not. The water seems like it's rising, and the faucet's not even on.
Change.
The water is draining so fast. I feel like it might be just missing the drain entirely and just leaking out into the floor.
Dude, I took care of that this morning before nap. I took a drill, just drilled like 6 holes into the sink.
You drilled. So the water's missing the plumbing entirely now?
Well, yeah, because the plumbing's all clogged up.
Change.
Yeah, because, I threw all that spaghetti down the plumbing.
Change.
Yeah, well, I heard some gurgling and thought I'd try to find it and didn't find it, but all the water is draining real nice now.
Wait, what kind of gurgling was it? Did it sound like an animal?
Kind of like a...
Change.
Kind of like a...
Change.
Kind of like a...
All three at the same time.
Kind of like a...
Oh no! That's a yellow-breasted warbler!
You're such a nerd.
No, I'm a conservationist, not a nerd. There's a very specific term for that.
Whatever.
But
okay, so
we have to save it. Oh my gosh! Did you even try to send like a rope down and see if it could kind of like latch on?
Change.
Did you give it a ladder it could climb up?
Change.
Did you get a straw and go?
Change.
Did you try like hooking it up to some sort of hose? I don't know how hoses work.
Well, I didn't really do any of that because, to be honest, when I started to drill, I hit something. I thought it was like maybe a pipe or something, but it was kind of squishy, and then the gurgling stopped.
Listen, I don't know if you know this or not, but yellow-breasted warblers are endangered, and
Change.
Yellow-breasted warblers are extremely not endangered.
Change.
There's actually a reward from the state because there's so many yellow-breasted warblers. They'll give you $500 per bird.
Dead or alive?
Preferably alive, but I mean, we can do it like a weekend at Birdie's sort of thing.
Ant seed. Wow, that turned completely different how I thought it would start out. So nice.
I am so proud of that pun, though. Weekend at Birdie's.
Oh,
just remember,
man.
audience, you get to name the show.
Hamming it up.
That's not a better line than "I'm not a nerd, I'm a conservationist."
All right, Patrick, since you had the pun of that,
no, I'm good. Okay.
would you like to introduce and run the next game since you
I
switch?
figured Pierce would want to do that.
Or Pierce, would you like to?
I
Because I was going to go and run the restroom.
Oh, okay, yeah. Before the show would have been good too, but feel free.
Some of us don't plan things
No,
very well.
he's going to go in the bathroom and just say that line in the mirror over and over again.
Just so everyone knows, before the show, all Patrick was doing was getting mad that Ty doesn't think Goblet of Fire is the best Harry Potter.
Just keep talking smack about Patrick until he actually comes back, and then he can still run the next scene.
Oh no, we'll get moving.
All right, fine. All right, for this next one, I need a bunch of different suggestions. So let's do maybe a relationship that two people might have if they work. Let's say they work together. Where do they work? And somewhere where you have taken a vacation in the past because nobody travels anymore. Ha ha ha. So a past vacation. Let's say, how about a gift that you have gotten or given? A memorable gift, either bad or good. And then an animal, any kind of animal, except for that yellow-breasted warbler. So what's going to happen in this next, rest in peace, yes. What's going to happen in this next game is Ty, Chris, Melanie, and Katie will be in a square upon your screen. They're already in a square upon your screen, I hope. They will be doing 4 different scenes. Each pair will be doing a separate scene based on the 4 suggestions that you're going to give us. And at any point in this game, I can switch them around by calling out their suggestion. So, and then that new pair will start doing their scene. So, Chad, do we have some suggestions for these scenes? I'm gonna put them in.
Yes, we do. Let's see. Oh, let me make sure I'm unmuted. Yep, we're fine. Okay, for coworkers, we have Cheesecake Factory.
All right, so Ty and Chris, you are have something to do with the Cheesecake Factory.
All right. We have a suggestion for the Appalachian Trail.
The AT, the good old Appalachian Trail. That will be for Chris and Melanie.
We have Monks.
Monks. That should be fun for it's Melanie and Katie.
All right. And let's see here. I'm going to go with one from earlier, too. Dirty Dishes in the Sink, because there was a little bit of an argument about Harry Potter in the chat for some reason. I have no clue who started that.
That's for Katie and Ty. All right. So once more around the horn, we've got Ty and Chris doing...
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory. Sorry, I zoned out. Well, I stopped paying attention.
Already listening.
That's what you want to hear from your scene partner.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to be a great show, guys.
I was thinking about Harry Potter. It was lost.
There we go. We'll fix it in post. Chris and Melanie doing
Appalachian Trail.
Appalachian.
Melanie and Katie?
Monks.
Is that the gift one? And then Katie and Ty.
Dirty dishes.
Dirty dishes in the sink.
In the sink.
All right, so let's pay attention.
Dirty dishes in the sink.
And this is Switch in 3, 2, and 1.
I don't know how we're ever going to compete with the Cheesecake Factory.
They just know how to make this cheesecake so much faster than we can put them out.
Well, it would be a lot easier if you would help me.
I'm the supervisor. Every restaurant has someone supervising. There's only 2 of us. One of us must be watching the other person do it correctly.
Well, maybe I should be the supervisor sometimes.
Why, you think you have better powers to supervise me than me to supervise you?
But how would we ever know if you don't let me supervise?
Appalachian
Okay.
Trail.
We've been walking for a long time now.
Man, I'll be honest with you, it seems like we've been walking for about 4 or 5 years.
Well, I'm getting a little bit hungry, and I got to confess to you, while you were doing something behind the bushes over there, I ate our snacks.
What? You ate all of our squirrel jerky? Look, honey, we've been walking so long that the bottom of my feet are now as thick as the soles of shoes. And if I can't get me some sustenance, well, I'm just going to fall right down here on this trail.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've watched enough of that Survivor show. I know how to kill a snake and cook it on a spit. So keep your eye out, and I'm gonna sharpen a stick over here. Look.
I'll be honest.
So I just wanted to say, Charles, we've heard some complaints. You're a little rowdy. Exactly. This is the type of outburst that I'm talking about. You've got to contain yourself. Just, yeah. Apology accepted. You know, it is important to give grace.
Dirty dishes in the sink.
You know, I put up with a lot. I put up with a whole lot around here. You know this.
I do. I know.
Yes.
It's just that I am so close to the world record for tallest dishes stacked in a sink.
I understand this, Bernice, and I support you in your quest to get in that Guinness Book of World Records. But if you use my Harry Potter plates without telling me one more time, Bernice, I swear, I'm gonna ask for divorce.
Appalachian Trail.
Now look, I'm getting quite spinny in my head here. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a little dizzy or lightheaded.
I got you. I found this snake. I speared it, and wasn't able to get the skin off it. But I think you could just take a good old bite.
Well, I think we're missing the main point here, honey, and that is that the reason I am super famished and lightheaded is because you decided to take it amongst yourself to eat all our squirrel jerky. Now, that was something that we brought here together, and you done just ate it all yourself. That is a violation of my trust.
Well, I'm sorry, Jerome, but what I didn't want to tell you before we started this journey is that I'm with child.
Monks.
I can't believe that we're here again. After I am trying to have grace as the Father has grace for us, but you are so loud. Again, I just Whoa. See, now you have anger as well. I feel there's just so much sinning happening here. I can't.
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, Hans, I don't know what we're going to do. My cheesecakes have fallen.
Well, yes, they've fallen because you said you wanted to supervise me. So while you were supervising me, you were not supervising your cheesecakes that were inside of the ovens. You know, it's like one of those Hansel and Gretel situations. You can't just push your little children into the oven and not watch them cook properly.
I think you need to...
Wait a minute, honey, what child are you with?
It's in my belly.
You done ate a child too? You ate all the squirrel jerky and a child.
I did not eat a child, but I'm eating jerky for two.
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, you know, this is exactly why we'll never beat the Cheesecake Factories.
You know, maybe we should switch our tactics.
Yes, we should.
Maybe we should not be attacking the Cheesecake Factory after all.
Dirty dishes.
Now, honey, listen. I just needed one more plate, and
you could have used the Goblet of Fire one for crying out loud.
15.
Oh man! All right, that was fun. Okay,
Melanie.
He gets an award for one-sided improv.
Oh gosh,
I had to lean in at that point. I'm like, this poor girl. She's like, great.
Oh, you were very angry. That was good. All right, so now our final short form game before we move into Writer's Room is going to be a game for Ty and Noah. And what I need as a suggestion for this are just a couple of different occupations. Just go ahead and type in some different professions or jobs or occupations because we're going to play Old Job, New Job. In this game, Ty's character is going to have entered a new profession, but he had been doing an old job for quite some time, some other profession. So through his interaction, him and Noah are going to be doing a scene. Ty's going to have this new job, but a lot of his characteristics from the old job are going to find their way through. So should be a lot of fun. Chad, do we have any suggestions for occupations or jobs that Ty either has now or had before?
Okay,
or I can keep talking. Either way,
Oh, that's okay. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how squirrel. When you're climbing the Appalachian Trail with your honey, and she eats all them damn squirrel jerk. You know how long it takes to jerk up a squirrel? It's a process.
Jerk up a squirrel. Let's just say. I think we just found the title of the show.
Lord.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's see here. Okay. So we have a military general.
Okay.
And a French fry cook.
French fry cook. All right. So Ty is currently a French fry cook. However, at some point, and I say at some point, it was a very long career for him to make it to general. He was a general at some point. He's exactly. Man, you can't retire off a general salary and make peanuts. All right. So he used to be a general. He is now a French fry cook. Very specific. And so this is old job, new job with Noah and Ty in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, John Marshall, you got any more French fries coming out of there?
Yes. I'm really glad that you're on this shift with me. You have a brilliant mind, and I need your help devising the plan of attack for these French fries.
Yeah, 1 second, sir. John Marshall, you just throw them in the fryer and let them hang out for a minute and then pull them out.
Mark, if I just throw them in the fryer, they're going to see it coming. We need to have the surprise attack element, all right? If you flank the fries and distract them, then I can then dump them into the oil. It's all on my map here. Have you not been looking at my map?
I haven't been looking at you. Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. Can you take a number? Yeah. Look, John Marshall, I appreciate the enthusiasm that you're bringing to the job, but I'm sorry. You keep leaving these maps everywhere, and we're gonna get so what you want to happen here is we're gonna go around the side. I'm gonna flank the French fries. You're gonna grab them, and then we're going to airdrop them into the fryer. Is that what you're saying here?
Exactly. Now, Mark, I do want to make sure, because I don't know if you're talking to me, because I don't hear "sir" at the end of every single one of your sentences. So I'm not exactly sure if you're talking to me, Mark, or are you talking to the other guy that's behind me, Mark?
Yeah, John Marshall. First of all, you're the only one who works here named John Marshall, and I'm your boss. So I probably wouldn't be calling you sir, all right? I understand that you came from a higher position, but I'm your manager now. I'm your commanding officer. So, quite frankly, I don't think I need to call you anything other than your name. Yeah, are the 2 hot dogs? Yeah, can you get 2 hot dogs started as well?
Talking to Mark. Look, fine. You know what? We're just gonna get past this. We're gonna get past this. It'll be fine, Mark.
Yeah, we're gonna get past this with some fries on 75.
Fries are on 7. They have 75 fries against us right now. We're outmanned.
No,
we're outmanned. Mark, I did not realize we were so outmanned. Why did you not tell me this?
No, table 75. Did you not look at my map, the floor plan of the restaurant?
Your map did not have the terrain on it, all right? How am I supposed to know sight lines?
Okay, give me the map. I'll give you the terrain. Give me the map. I'll give you the terrain.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Linoleum. All right? There you go.
I don't know how high the linoleum is, Mark.
Give me that. Sea level linoleum. You got that, John Marshall?
Mark, I'm really glad you brought this to my attention. I don't know if we are in the best position. If we're right at sea level, the enemies, what if the oil overflows? We will be drowning in fry oil.
I'm sorry, John Marshall. I don't know who you're talking to because I didn't hear a sir before or after my name here. Didn't hear a sir before or after.
Do you want push-ups, Mark?
And seed. Bring it back around, full circle, baby. I like that. That was good. But you don't have the terrain on that map. Okay, linoleum. There you go. All right, that was fun. Nicely done. All right, we're going to now. That's our short form portion of the show. We're now going to get into our writers' room. It's a long form format that we're kind of excited to be able to do. Now, what I'm going to need for the audience, let's go ahead and type in these suggestions early, and we'll get them down while I explain how this is going to work. Basically, any suggestion would be fine, but I'd like to get some locations, maybe objects of value, relationships, occupations, pretty much those things that we put in there. Locations primarily, I think we'll choose one of those. But any other suggestion, whether they're relationships, objects of value, hopes, dreams, hobbies, any of those things, we'll probably choose 5 of them. And somewhere throughout our writer's room, those suggestions will pop up and they'll be used as a muse of some sort. So the way this game is going to go, Ty and I are writers. We're meeting together to go over a script that we have been working on, whether it's for a movie or a TV show or a drama or whatever. We don't know. We don't know that yet. And so we're workshopping between the two of us on something we've co-written, and we're kind of just going over it and trying to fix it up, shore up the holes. As we're talking about our scenes that we're going over, the scenes will be reenacted or enacted, I guess, by our various actors as they go through. So we're going to be guiding you guys through our writing process, which is pretty much made up on the spot. So yeah, that's basically how it's going to go. Hopefully by the end of it, we'll be able to come up with a nice little title for what it is that we've created. We don't know. We have no idea. So Chad, do we have some suggestions here? Do we have any, like maybe a location first off that might jumps out at you?
Hospital.
Okay, hospital. All right. And then do we have like any either relationships or maybe objects of value or hobbies or anything like that? You can just pick some things that look interesting.
Okay. Object of value. Well, we have a Rolex.
Okay. Rolex. Anything else? Let's see 3 more suggestions.
Yeah. Let's see. Grave robber. Grave robbing.
Robber.
Yeah.
Okay. Grave robber.
Lemon inspector.
Lemon?
Yes.
Like the fruit?
Yes,
okay.
like the fruit.
Or like a bad car?
Yep.
Okay. Lemon inspector. All right. Anything other than occupation?
Splinters.
Splinters. All right, that works. That's such a weird one. I like it. All right. So those are just 5. We got 5 suggestions in there. They'll pop up somewhere. We don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know how this is going to go. As writers, if there's something we don't like about a scene, we can change it. We can go back and have it redo it. We can go through. We'll see how it works out. We'll see how it goes. So you guys all ready to do a writer's room here? We're good to go. All right. So this is writer's room. Oh man,
I'm glad that you were able to make it on such short notice, Chris. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we've got a deadline, man. I mean, the producers are bugging us for the script.
And I think we're really close. I actually honestly think we may be on the final draft. I think just a few tweaks here or there, maybe workshop a few more scenes. I think we're there.
Yeah, I brought the script with me. I've got little sticky notes, color coordinated and alphabetized. So that was just things that I wanted to bring up with you.
Cool.
I think I kind of want to. The opening scene's a little.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I love what we've done. Don't get me wrong. I like the story. There's just little minor things. I kind of wanted your opinion. Like, okay, pretend that I'm a 6-year-old kid. I'm the producer here, and you're describing to me the opening scene. Like, just in a couple of words, how would you describe it?
Well, of course. It's one of those things. On my kind of movies, you just jump right in, right? I want to learn about the characters, but I want to learn about the characters in high-pressure situations. So my thought was just to go ahead and start with 2 characters, our 2 main characters, a brother and a sister, right? A brother and a sister. I'm thinking the brother, John, the brother, I think played by Patrick, I think would be a good fit.
That's what I was thinking too. The studio likes that idea too, yeah.
Right. And Sarah, I'm thinking Katie for Sarah is what I'm thinking. And I just think this brother sister high pressure situation,
Right. Yeah. So the high pressure situation. They're in the hospital ER. Gotcha.
Exactly.
I like that you put this in the medical. So even though it's not a medical drama, I just like that it takes place in the hospital right at the beginning. I love it. Okay.
Exactly. High pressure.
Oh my gosh.
What a day.
I got a problem here though.
Yeah, Yeah, I think I noticed.
I lost Dad's Rolex.
Oh my God, John! If he survives, he's gonna kill you.
I know. He went into surgery, and he looked at me in the eyes and he said, "Son, this is my grandfather's watch, and I was going to give it to you one day, but today's not the day. There's a ceremony involved. It's a very elaborate ceremony. The ceremony's the most important thing. We haven't had the ceremony, but you have to hold this while I'm under anesthesia, and I lost the damn thing. I lost it."
John, you know what? Usually I can handle your shenanigans, but today is not the day. I just need you to pull it together a little bit, okay? We've got this. All right?
Okay. All right. How long did they say the surgery was?
Oh, they came out like 30 minutes ago and said he was fine.
He's out?
I forgot to tell you. I am so sorry.
Okay, I kind of had a plan here where my best case scenario was he just dies. Like I know he was just going in there for a very, very routine procedure. You know, it's just an appendectomy. I mean, they just take those suckers right out. But he was very insistent about the ceremony, man. He was very insistent, and I'm nervous now. I'm nervous.
Yeah, you know it's gonna cost you a Rolex for me not to tell Dad that you wished he died, right?
Oh my goodness, I haven't even prepped for the ceremony yet, though.
Yeah, okay, I think that's a great opening. I really do.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I agree. So you see what I'm saying? High pressure, but not in the way that you expect it.
Right. And it's your typical brother-sister relationship, you know, getting on each other or whatever. Yeah. So I like how you know, if we can skip to the scene now where we forward a little bit, and we've got Harold and Jack, both of them, you know, they're both in late night, midnight, you know, in the cemetery doing what they do, you know, until they find that one thing they weren't expecting. That's where I think your brilliance in this scene is.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate it. But I'm still trying to work out exactly how the relationship works. You know, like I'm unsure if they should be like super close, if they're new acquaintances, if they've been doing this for a long time.
I think it's
that out, so I'd like to play with it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Yeah.
So I think and Harold seems a little bit more of the the wiser of the two. So I feel like Pierce would definitely be a good Harold.
Okay.
You know, and Jack, you know, the energetic guy. I love that as a Noah. You know, I just feel like Noah would be great as Jack, and Pierce would be great as Harold.
I'm just gonna go and rob a grave. I am a grave robber. I love taking shit out of other people's graves because I am a grave robber.
Jack.
Yes, Harold.
Calm down. This is a place of sanctuary, a place of peace. This is sacred ground, Jack.
But we're gonna rob it, right?
Well, of course we are, but it's
okay. Cool.
Sacred.
As long as we're on the same page.
You have to have a respect for those you rob.
Yes, a respect for Sir Cecil Brattenmeyer III. I'm going to tickle his gravestone. tickle.
That's not being respected.
Oh my goodness! You see this opening up in the ground? It's after I tickled his gravestone, a stairway.
Oh, wait up, Jack! Don't go rushing nowhere. Now, I've heard tell of this in the Old Wise Graveyard Robbers Club.
I still haven't got my invitation to that. What's up with that?
You're not old, and you're not wise. Not yet. Oh. You're lucky if you get to either one of them. But I've heard tell of certain graves that when you fondle the tombstone, like you just...
That's what I did.
Yeah. That it opens it up. Each graveyard has a specific tombstone that leads to the greatest treasure in that yard. And Jack, you just found it.
I get invited now, right? Because I was clearly wise. It's very wise of me to do that. I knew that already.
I'll talk to the admin panel.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah,
just a second,
yeah.
real quick, Chris. I was thinking about this scene. I was thinking maybe because again, I like the scene. I like the scene.
I love the characters. Yeah.
Yeah, the characters are great, and I love that Harold is that nice and calm, wise. But I'm thinking in this moment, maybe he gets a little excited. You know, maybe he has never seen one of these graves that you can go down into. So
Gotcha. So instead of him just
lets loose a little bit.
Yeah, so instead of him just calmly knowing everything about it and expecting it, it's like even though he knows, he's like, "Holy shit, this is happening for the first time," type thing. Yeah, I like that. It will bring out
maybe transports him back to his youth, you know, and how excited he used to be about grave digging.
Oh yeah.
Let's just see it. Let's see how it goes.
Holy shit, Jack!
Well, Harold, I've never seen you like this before. You're always so.
This is the first time I've ever actually seen one. This is the first time anybody has ever actually seen one. We thought they were legend. We thought they were made up. We thought they were.
I didn't think they were legend. I totally knew that was going to happen when I took the gravestone.
You know, Jack. When I was your age, I'd go around and I'd fondle every single goddamn tombstone in this graveyard. I never thought it'd actually work. Oh my God, Jack.
So I get in the club now. You'll.
Well, we'll see about that. But let's go down. Let's go down.
I felt dismissive.
You first. It's your.
I'm going down the stairs.
Nice. I love that suggestion. I think it works a lot better with him being a little more excitable.
Right. It gets us in the moment, right? It gets a little bit more in the moment there. Yeah.
The introduction of John and Sarah's immigrant mother. This was I was kind of questioning because I obviously we know the dad was in the hospital and the appendectomy. I know we originally wrote in a turn and he died. I'm not sure if you want to keep that in, but what's your idea for when we introduce her? You know, it's like.
Yeah, well, you know, I was kind of thinking maybe they were estranged. You know, maybe they weren't together anymore. Maybe she's living her own life.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the scene with Sarah meeting with the mom to break the news that her ex-husband did actually, in fact, die from the appendectomy surgery.
So I want to see how that goes. If it doesn't go well, we'll just make sure he doesn't die. You know, go back and rewrite it. But I like to see what kind of emotions we can find in this scene.
Right.
So absolutely, let's see that Sarah breaking it to her mom Louise.
Mom, I need you to just sit down and
I don't have a time to sit down. I have a family coming to make the pasta for your father. I don't like him, but I still like to cook for him.
Yeah, about him, he is not gonna make it to dinner.
Oh, he's gonna make it. He always come to my dinner, always. Even after we divorce and we all fight, he come for my pasta. He loved my meatballs.
Yeah, he loved your pasta. He actually he's dead.
Well, he dead to me because he left me for the.
Okay, here's the thing. I meant like actually dead. Like he went in for an appendectomy. John stole his watch, and he's gone.
What'd you say?
John took his watch.
No, I hear the words. You say he went in and he get his appendix out, and what? Is that what was beating his heart? I don't understand.
It was his appendix, and something bad happened. I don't understand it all. Okay, it's a lot, but the thing is, he's not going to come eat the pasta. I'm sorry.
I don't even care about the pasta. You said the Rolex is now missing. Did the doctor take that instead of the appendix?
No. Okay, Mom. No, the important thing to note here is that Dad not coming to eat the pasta because he's dead, and also John he's the one who caused all the stuff with the Rolex. It's really his fault.
Because he is like his father. He is a thief and a liar. You are the only good thing that ever happened to me. Now come on and eat some pasta.
Well, I mean, okay.
Come on.
I can eat a little pasta.
It says at this point it's now a funeral, right?
Yeah, this is a wake, I guess.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love the fact that we learn about a lot about the relationship to the dad.
Yeah.
Right? How neither one of them are very sad
No.
at all.
Dad was a dick, apparently. Yeah, I like that.
Apparently.
I like
yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
that's what they tried to take out, apparently.
Yeah.
So, but so what
Now-
I'm what I,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that brings us up the thing. Now I know that we originally wrote that John, he still had the Rolex and he knew it,
Right.
and he was going to try and fence it, and
Right.
we had he was going to fence it to Jack, since that was as nefarious as that character was. Now I guess the question was, we wrote a cliche scene where they're meeting in an alley and he's trying to sell off this Rolex to make some money. I kind of don't like that whole cliche alley thing.
I get you.
What would you recommend?
Part of me, I'm just thinking, I'm just spitballing, maybe a farmer's market.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize what all you can say around a farmer's market. Nobody actually ever pays attention. People, you can just say almost whatever you want, and no one really knows anything about it. So, farmer's market is actually kind of an interesting way to keep your cover. If you're trying to do some nefarious stuff.
Okay, I like it.
Hey, thanks for coming to meet me at work here. Sorry, I thought I had the day off, but
Yeah,
these
thanks.
women don't inspect themselves.
I'll have 2 apples.
I'm sorry. Is that code for something? I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, I'll have 2 onions as well.
Oh,
I'll have a Rolex from your father.
Yes. Okay, the watch. Okay. Funny thing, I lost the watch. No, don't call it. Hey, listen.
Cancel that.
Okay. So here's the thing. I know that I owe you a watch, because I told you I'd sell it to you, and you kind of did the whole if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna kill you sort of thing. Wasn't a big fan of that.
Whoa! Didn't say it like that.
Sorry.
If you don't give me the watch, you're gonna go missing for a very long time, long enough that you will be presumed dead. I would not make a death threat. I would not make a death threat.
No,
I see you. I wouldn't make a death threat.
I don't want to accuse you of anything, but I was kind of hoping that, because I owe you a watch, and I kind of owe my jerk of a sister Sarah a watch too. Is there a way I can
I got watches.
Oh my gosh! Okay, that's so great. Could you give me one, because they don't pay me a lot here?
You know what, Ty? I like how you wrote in how Jack's, because obviously he's nefarious. He's got a lot of those watches on there.
Right.
But what if he didn't have them on them, but he knew where to get them based on what they had found out early in an earlier scene?
I like it. I agree. I was actually thinking the same thing. It would kind of kill the whole problem with the scene. The whole conflict if Jack just had the watches right there. So yeah, I think that maybe Jack doesn't have any watches.
The treasure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I like it.
I can get you a watch with one of these maps.
Oh my gosh! You just have random treasure maps. That's amazing. Are there any nearby?
Yeah. So what you can do is you can rob this grave right here, or you can rob this grave, or you can rob
grave robbing. That sounds kind of evil. That doesn't sound
you
right.
Insulting my line of work right now, John?
No. I would never.
A solution. You insult me.
I would never insult you. I would never insult you.
Okay, if you want to watch, you can rob one of these 18 graves.
Okay.
I'd love to show you the ropes if you want. You've got the body of a grave robber.
Well, the thing is, it's not just a watch. It's a very, very specific watch. It's a Rolex Time Master 2000. They only made 7 of them, and
I think 5 of them are here.
All right, I like that. I like that. So I'm thinking, that's a good setup. Starting to meld some stuff together, and I'm thinking, I want to explore Louise a little bit here, because she has this kind of weird relationship, right, with her late husband, with this idea that she hates him apparently, but also still cooks for him.
Right.
And also she seems kind of skeptical that he's dead. So I kind of want to think that maybe she seeks out Harold, and convinces Harold, maybe with money, maybe she pays, I don't know.
Right. Well, it's also how we find out how they knew each other already.
Right, of course. So yeah, exactly, because they had maybe something going on. We don't know. But I think that maybe Louise seeks Harold out to exhume her husband's body to prove that her husband is dead. I like that scene. I want to explore that a little bit. See exactly how we can nail down some of the stuff.
This is taking you forever. You need to take a snack.
Did you bring pasta?
You know I did.
I like your rigatoni.
And I like when you eat my meatballs. It's like the old country. You have tried to assimilate to be American, I see, but I remember.
Yeah, you're right, Louise. I could never forget knowing you as just a girl, me just a boy, back in the old country. But those days are long gone. You ran off with that bastard. You ran off for his money and his fame and fortune. You left me dead. That's why I live in a graveyard now. I felt dead ever since.
You have really put a lot on me right now. I'm very sorry. I know that this plate of pasta is not going to make things better between us, but...
Well, I mean, the plate of pasta makes anything better.
Right? Okay, I need you to let me know if my husband is really dead, because I think if he is, we are then free to be together, yes?
Well, I tell you what, if he's not really dead, I'll make him really dead.
You know the only reason I married him because I was pregnant. But...
What?
It was your son.
What? You mean...
Yes.
John is my son?
The thief, yes.
Well, that makes a whole lot more sense now.
You've got to help me.
Louise, I'll help you for the memory of that little girl.
Well...
Hey, Chris, real quick. Yeah. Real quick. I think the viewers at home, when they're watching this, might be confused if the last time they saw each other was when they were boy and girl, and yet they had a child together. I want to just make sure we clarify that.
Yeah, well...
They did reconnect once they came to America.
Right,
I want to make sure we clarify that nothing weird is going on.
Okay, so maybe in the old country, we should show a flashback to when they were in the old country right before they both left. That way we could get a sense of how old they actually were when she was pregnant.
Got it. Okay, good. I just want to clarify that for the audience, the viewers. I don't want anyone to get confused.
Yeah, that's
make any weird assumptions.
That's a really, really, really good point. So let's just do a quick flashback of the last time they saw each other before this, when they left in the old country.
Gotcha. Cool.
I'm so happy you come to my 21st birthday.
Louise. And that's enough. That's all we need.
That's all we need. Okay,
that's all we need. It's just that. That's all we need. Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify that just for the viewers real quick, and then we can move on.
All right.
Okay, great. So let's get back to the scene. But I want to move ahead a little bit because I love the tension. I love the tension. But I want to get to the meat of this scene, which is them pulling the body out and finding the surprise. The surprise.
Right, and I think during this is when Sarah is she's gonna come looking for her mom. Obviously, she doesn't know where she is, and she's gonna come upon this and see what the two of them are doing. Harold and Louise are up to.
I love it. Let's get right to that scene. I like that.
There is so much dirt. Look.
Pick up the other end. Pick up the other end of the casket.
It's a good thing I ate a lot of carbs.
Yeah. And something special.
Is it him? I can't look.
Yeah, I'll open it up.
Oh, I looked.
It's him.
But I think what we need to do is make sure that the audio's on for this entire. Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, just make sure we have hot mics. Hot mics.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Of course. Right, let's play it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's him, Luis. It's definitely him.
Mom, what are you doing?
Hello. My darling. Listen, you look famished. I made you a plate of pasta over there. Look over there. You remember you have the ADD.
Because you and this weird graveyard man are digging up my father.
Hey, Harold, I got some pizzas. Am I interrupting anything?
What?
What is happening? I could use some pizza, actually.
Sure thing.
Sarah, you eat the pizza. Harold,
No, that's Italian.
I see something shiny. I see something shiny, Sarah.
I can't stop stress eating now, Mom, because I came here and you
need to get it together. I'm going to throw a meatball at you. Yes, speak, my darling.
So sorry.
Speak.
Luis, I found the Rolex, but I also found this. This, the recipe for your rigatoni and meatballs.
That is mine.
It was never either of yours. It was his. It was his pasta you've been feeding me all these years on the side.
He told me he would take it to his grave. I did not think he actually would.
This is so much happening right now. You dug up my dad and you've been sleeping with the graveyard man. Mom, who are you?
I did not tell you I was sleeping with him. Get your hands off me, Harold. That's not appropriate. You are filthy.
Oh my
Sarah, we need to do a, intervention with your brother and not let him know about the watch. And he also needs to know that his real father is
It's me!
All right, that's great. I like that cliffhanger. But I like having things a little bit ironic in a way where they don't always work out. So obviously John got the information from Jack about the graves to dig in.
Right.
And I'm assuming he taught, because we wrote it, that he fondled that statue, and I don't know why I'm doing that.
It's a gravestone, but not a statue.
A gravestone.
Well, I
think we should make it a statue, because then it would make more sense.
Yeah.
Right. But he got locked into the mausoleum, the catacomb down below. So I think we should have a cutscene where it's just him and his internal monologue going over all the mistakes that he made in his life while John is locked down into that tomb.
I like it. I like it a lot. Maybe he's doing some soul searching, figuring out who he is.
Now, you did say John, right? Yeah, the son. I just want to make sure that we were on the same page here.
Just John, just John. Just John in this scene. Just make it clear. Yeah.
I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know how long I've been locked down here. Oh, nothing's going right. Oh, no. Okay. What do I know? Okay. I know I'm locked in here. I know it's dark. I know I'm scared of the dark. I know I'm freaking out. I have not a lot of money. Okay. So, okay. I can dig up. There's one of the 5 watches.
I love it, but I think in this dire situation, he's doing somewhat more of like maybe a Shakespearean sort of soliloquy about himself, about his life. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're alone and you kind of get in a weird sort of just panic mode, you always turn British.
Right. Just some introspection,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Soul searching. Exactly. No, exactly. I feel you.
Lo! It appears night has fallen inside of this cavern. And inside of mine own heart, I don't know whether my sister is my own, whether my father's real identity is who he said he was for years, but we never looked at the like, we never shared the same face, we never shared the same passions. And I don't know how I'm going to get out of this room. Oh, God, that's a splinter. Mother.
That's great.
Yeah. So I agree. I think it explores some about John. Also shows that maybe he's a lot closer to insanity than people might think he is. That he's suddenly British. So I think that I love it. I love that. I love that scene. And I think, oh yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say our last major conundrum is, and as usually always is the ending. You know?
Right, of course. And I'm thinking that I'm just kind of spitballing here. I think I love the kind of old, since this is kind of has that murder mystery-esque kind of feel to it. I love the whole like get everyone in the same room at the end to figure everything out. Because 3 people found 1 Rolex.
It's true.
2 people want that Rolex that are not those 3 people. So trying to figure out who's going to get this Rolex.
Right.
A little something I've been cooking on the side. I don't know if you're able to read the notes or not, but
I can't. You have chicken scratch. I can't read it. Most of your handwriting.
I know. I'm thinking Jack has been going to law school on all of his grave digging earnings.
Oh, there you go.
So Jack knows a little bit about wills and laws. That maybe he can help us figure out who exactly actually deserves this Rolex.
So we're going to skip to the part past where Jack saves John from the tomb because he knew he was there, and they're all up by the sarcophagus at the coffin. Gotcha. Yeah. I love it.
John?
I must inquire to all of you, where is the location of this Rolex? I've been digging graves, but all I can find is the skull of Beth Mackenzie.
John, calm down. This is sacred land. This is sacred soil that you are standing upon.
Look, I not to point fingers, but if anyone stole the Rolex, it's definitely John. He is the picture of a thief.
You dare sorry. Sorry. Are you saying that I stole it? It's my birthright.
No. Okay. Calm down.
I'm trying, but the pizza, I'm still anxious.
You've been walking around with that piece of pizza for 30 minutes now. You can just shove it in your hole. Now, you don't speak to my son John that way, you crazy man. He is not a thief. He is my son.
Well, I just feel like I should clarify. He did say it's his birthright, and it's not.
I feel like it's my birthright because
it's not going to be your birthright either.
No. He was definitely my dad, right?
He's your dad, but he didn't leave you the Rolex. That's for sure.
Well,
I think the watch should come to me because he stole my recipe and he took it to his grave. It is a meatball.
You're not even in this thing. Just got to be frank
Jack,
here.
Jack, by the rules and regulations of the old and wise graveyard diggers, Oddfellows, it's actually our property.
That's what I was getting to.
No. He was definitely my dad.
When I was underground, I found this sheet of paper indicating a ceremony. And here it reads, under the light of a full moon, the timekeeper's masterpiece must be in the possession of the eldest born.
It's definitely me.
Well, if we're going to be real about it, Harold, I have a confession to make. I'm 10 years your senior. That birthday was very uncomfortable for both of us, but that watch should be mine.
So you were saying you were really 31 at your 21st birthday. You look so young, Ma.
Thank you. It is the garlic and the wine.
No, I've been trying it out myself. Yeah.
I think this is a winner. I do.
Maybe we do leave the whole thing on a cliffhanger. Maybe no one will ever know.
I think no one finds out. No one finds out. It's one of those things. It's like, hey, you show them the box, but you never show them what's in the box.
Sequel. Come on, guys. Sequel.
What'd you think? I'm thinking title here. Title.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
I'm thinking about
the title. I'm thinking of the title. Well, part of me just thinks maybe just Rolex ? Make it a little bit edgy, a little bit interesting. Maybe go for the Sundance Film Festival kind of vibe.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Roll X question mark. But instead of having a question mark, you spell out question mark. Roll X question mark. And
Rolex,
that's
comma.
Question mark. Yep.
All of it lowercase. I don't want any capital letters.
No,
again. I want to go
And the dot of the question mark can be a meatball.
And the pasta noodle.
It's as if the script was speaking to me right there.
It's going to be live. I forgot to tell you. I put my script in the cupboard, like the Indian in the cupboard, and now the script is alive now. So,
and seed. That was fun. That was fun.
Oh my gosh.
Our first writer's room. Yeah.
I want to give props to Melanie for us fixing the whole weirdness with them, and then Melanie just making it weird again. 10 years younger than her.
Melanie's like, no, I'm banging that kid. All right, guys. Yeah.
You should have seen Harold. He had a beard and everything. Okay, I did not know.
In the old country.
Audience, not make the title of the show. I'm banging that kid. Any other suggestions?
Please,
I will veto that one.
Please don't.
Oh well, that
was fun.
That's our show. I hope you guys enjoyed our first writers' room. That was definitely a journey. That was a good time. I like that, and it worked out with only 5. I was worried it'd be a little difficult with an odd number of actors, but I thought it was pretty fun. Yeah. So, Chad, since you've been monitoring the chat this whole time, I hope the audience has stuck around to enjoy our little experimental writers' room. Any potential titles for our show here tonight? Our little tagline slogans.
Oh, absolutely. I gotta tell you, we have Weekend at Birdie's, Fondle the Tombstone.
God.
Oh, that's what we should have called the damn movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Fondle the Tombstone.
Fondle every goddamn tombstone. You got the body of a grave robber. I like when you eat my meatballs. Sleeping with a graveyard man, and of course, Rolex question mark. Oh, and Goblet of Fire.
No, not Goblet of Fire. If we name it Goblet of Fire, no one will ever watch the show.
Yeah.
So what we need, I'm thinking Fondle the Tombstone.
I like
or
Fondle
the
the
meatballs
Tombstone.
one.
I like Fondle the Tombstone strikes me as. But I hope what the audience just any who's pro Fondle the Tombstone? Go ahead and type that in. And
everyone clap. If you clap, if you like Fondle the Tombstone.
We'll listen really hard.
Yeah. While the audience is deciding that, before I turn it back over to Chad, I just want to thank our cast here tonight for a fantastic job. That was really super fun. It was the first time we ever got to do Writers Room live. That worked out great. And I gotta give some kudos for some impromptu multi-person scenes there that went relatively okay without too many people talking over each other. I like how Pierce did struggle to get a line out like 8 times, and I was laughing every time we talked over him. That was great. That was super fun. So I just want to give I'll go ahead and do our cast shout outs here. So big round of applause here tonight for Patrick. Yes, who also played John, the American/British while in isolation. Sarah. I mean, Katie. See what happens is I read what's written.
Yeah, wait till he gets to mine.
Ty tonight. Pierce, Noah, and the other girl. My name was Chris, and also, and of course, we could not do any of this without Chad, who makes all of this magic happen. He puts all the faces and rearranges them and does all the magic on the interwebs and all that sort of stuff. So, Chad, with that, I'll turn it over to you for any final announcements, including our title that's been chosen by the audience.
Everyone loved Tombstone, so we're going to go with Fondling the Tombstone because
I like that too.
That's how we roll. And also, once again, thank you so much, audience. We love having you guys around whenever we try something new, and you really make it happen. So thank you so much for all your support tonight. Thank you for the hype train earlier. That was really cool.
Hype trains.
Thank you to everyone who resubscribed, gave us money in whatever fashion. Patrick Lim 5, Arch Radish, Katie Joe, Rock Umbrella 0928, Piercing Wit, and Eagle Panini, of course. So thank you so much, guys, for all your support and everything. It's been real fun. Don't forget, we also have a show coming up Saturday night at 7:30. Piercing Wit, thanks again for the bit cheer. We have another show on Saturday night, and of course Tuesday night we have our game night. And if you'd like to sign up for that, go to chaoticgoodimprov.com, go to the contact link. We have a little form you can fill out, and that way you can join us for that. But guys, thank you very, very much for everything. On the way out, we have enough for a raid, I think. So I'm thinking we should probably raid our old friends Show and Tell live. Because they're playing Among Us tonight, and I think it would be really cool if we just said hi to them on the way out. So if you guys would like to do that, we're going to do that in just a moment. But Chris, over to you for the final words.
Just want to thank everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for supporting what we do. Make sure you come and check us out again Saturday night where we'll be doing our full short form improv show. Hopefully you guys will be able to see another one of these writer rooms sometime in the future. As you can tell, they're definitely cast limited, so we kind of got to wait until we have a big enough cast to do it. But as we go through and we do this more and more, we're going to I might try and pull out some more twists and turns for the difficulties. And I do want to, Patrick, nicely done with the soliloquy there. That was kind of fun, trapping you in the tomb. Also, everyone be careful. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th in this weird year of 2020. So it may be the last Friday the 13th ever. We don't know the way things are going. You can never tell. So, I say that because we may just take off 13th from all the calendar months.
That happened on Friday the 13th, right?
So thank you guys. And I'm sure, Chad, you're getting ready to do a little raid here. All right. So thanks, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your night.
Bye, guys.